What's going on, guys? So today, as you can see by the thumbnail, is a little bit special. I'm doing reviews of the things that I said I wasn't going to get, and then, well, once I had them in hand, I decided I'm at least going to review them. I'm not going to be keeping them, but we're going to start out with something from the G.I. Joe Classified series. I almost called it the Black series. G.I. Joe Black series, and this is their version of Cobra Commander, at least one of them. So the controversy with the Cobra Commander figure is that there's this dark blue, there's a supposed light blue variant from a very specific app purchase, then there's like the really ridiculous, like decorated, crazy version that I think is an Amazon exclusive or convention exclusive. I don't know the exact thing, but this one I picked up at Walmart. It was available at Target and other places like that. Online, people went nuts to get these. It was just on the shelf, along with the other GI Joe figures that I picked up, also on the shelf. So this isn't part of the Cobra Island thing, I don't believe. No. Okay, so one thing that's cool. While Hasbro said they're reducing their plastic use on a lot of other figures, this one, it's the whole front and then even the side here, so it actually looks like the packaging looks different. It's pretty cool. Actually, I really do dig this. So you've got different Cobra emblems there. I'm guessing that's different departments. I'm not sure. You got this ridiculous mural on the back. Look at that. Now, I found the Joes already, but the Cobra people are more interesting to me, so I think mostly that's what I'm going to stick with. So we've got everybody I can't remember the names of. I'm just going to be honest with you. It's not Hawk. What's his name? Oh my god. I know that unboxing artists screaming at the screen right now. But we got Snake Eyes. I always want to call her Lady J. I know that's not her name. It's Mary Jane Watson, right? That's Mary Jane Watson. And then we got Roadblock. I know Roadblock for sure because he's available everywhere. You can't avoid getting him. You got Gung Ho, which I did find that figure as well. Scarlet came to me eventually. We got Destro, which is pretty cool. Have not seen that version of Destro out there. And then Baroness, which good luck finding her with her motorcycle. Target exclusive only, and then not available anywhere else ever. And then we got Red Ninjas over here. We got his tanks and other vehicles and stuff going on over here. Of course, Cobra Commander up there. And then whatever these dudes are, I have no idea. I liked G.I. Joe growing up, but it was definitely not my jam. I had G.I. Joe figures, stuff like that. I did watch the cartoon. I remember more from the movie than I do from the cartoon. Because it came out, I believe, the year after, or maybe the same year as Transformers. Okay, so you got the really cool Cobra emblem in the back. That's pretty nice. Now, unlike normal reviews where I trash the packaging and stuff, I'm keeping this packaging as close to intact as possible because I'm not keeping these figures. So all of the G.I. Joe figures that I will be reviewing, I've got 3 of them currently, I will be putting up for sale or possibly trade at a little bit of a discount because they have been opened and stuff like that. I don't intend to keep them, despite how good they may or may not be. So if you are interested, I will have a sale post up for that. But just out of the box there, he does look really nice. I'm digging the details. Except, same problem they always have. They're not putting enough layers of paint over darker color bases. So he's got red on his gauntlets, but it's significantly deeper red than the red on his legs or the red on his cape or the red on his chest. Even though it's all the exact same red paint, they're painting it over different base colors and they're not giving it a good enough pass, or they're not giving it a top coat or a base coat of white to make sure it's all even, and that's annoying. He does come with a couple hands, a very interesting gun that has a lot of molded detail but only one color. But yeah, it's pretty neat. I digs it. So there he is. So cool, my first G.I. Joe figure in the new line. So we'll do the thing and go over to the new thing. There we go. Whoa. Focus didn't know where to go. Alright, so, wow, the Joe packaging puts them really high up in there. That's interesting. Alright, so let's get our first, excuse me, G.I. Joe figure out of the packaging. You guys know how we gotta do this. It's a plastic birthing ceremony. Whoa, hey. The gun popped out. I'm also being careful as to not damage anything and minimize any blister damage, because I need to save all this. I can lose this later. Okay. Come on, Cobra Commander. Commander boy. Ah, jeez, come on. Okay, let's set this aside. Alright. Wow, alright. So, Cobra Commander boy. What do you got going on here? Oh, and by the way, I believe I said I picked these up at Walmart. You can. I have seen them at Walmart. I picked these up at Walgreens. That was my bad. Wow. Okay. So, he's very blue all over. Red paint down the side. Looks good. Now I'm looking at it a little bit closer in the light here. See black and silver paint apps over here. Gold on every single button. The Cobra logo on the chest looks good, even though I said they could use another paint, another coat of paint. Maybe it's just this one. Okay, so let's look at his gauntlets. That one is nicely brightly red. That one is not. So that one specifically needs more paint. And look at this, guys. Gold paint along here. Silver paint over the shoulder armor / bandolier thingy. Gold paint on the Cobra logo there. Silver paint on the helmet, though I think that could be better. And more silver paint along here. Black paint up here. Interesting texture to the helmet because it's more flat and feels rougher. Silver paint all. I mean, like, it is painted to the nines. I mean, like, look at this. Even the boots have like a ridged, like, dragon scales situation. Look at this knife or sword holster here. Black paint. Straps, red paint all up inside the cape. Looks good. Oh, he's got a plug hole there, so I gotta wonder what that's supposed to be for. Obviously, there's going to be alternate versions down the line. Let's see, ball joint with a disc hinge, like so. Oh, by the way, his top button up there is also a Cobra logo. That's crazy. They could have easily put there. They have a molded in fly in his pants, so Cobra Commander can take a piss. And let's see here, scaly stuff happening on that. That's pretty cool. Now, real quick, so you guys can have a size comparison. Here he is with the clone trooper we looked at last time. Mind you, he's kind of hunched over, but roughly the same size, a little bit taller. And then Green Psycho, still a little bit taller. So that's cool. Now, these are definitely more human figures than anything else. And let's see, what else? I know I'm just kind of skipping around. I'm distracted. Sorry. It looks like he should have a butterfly. It's just stiff. Yeah, this one works. So, that means this one's just kind of stuck. There we go. Got to work it out just a little. So, he does get a butterfly. Shoulder can come up to 90. I'm sure he can go around. You just got to watch the cape / shoulder pads. They should have put that stopping just a little bit higher. I think that would have made that look better, because otherwise you really break that sculpt. Classic double jointed elbows that show off all of the joints. This is something I think that it could be done better in this case. I know some people like it, but not me. Just doesn't look good, especially on a figure like this. He's got some ridiculous, like, I'm gonna conquer the world hand situation going on there. Wow, okay. And trigger hand there. So he has a pointing hand. Okay, so he's got the clenching hand. He's got a fist. And he's got the "I'm going to get you, Joe's" finger. So that's all cool. He does have what appears to be a huge ab crunch up here that's blended in fairly nicely, though it ain't moving. There's definitely some friction there. There's some... Oh my god, okay. So he has it, but that's a lot of struggle just to get that first click. So that's a no-go on that one. That's a no-go, no Joe. Looks like his waist swivel is hidden under the coat. That's a good way to do it. Though now, once again, this makes this guy look like he's got a long torso. And I say once again because I filmed all the intros together, and so you'll see what I'm talking about later. But his hips start here. His torso is this long. So that's really, really out of proportion. Let's see here. He can do about that far for a Jean-Claude. He can kick forward decently, but you're stretching that out. Thigh cut, but ruins the mold in the paint. Double jointed knee, just perfectly fine, although it looks super unnatural. By the time you get there, boots are nicely molded, though kind of a strange mixture of textures, and same kind of feet we're always used to. And then, you know, peg holes in the feeties. Okay, so let's get him to stand. Like so. Okay, so let's look at his accessories. You get this crazy looking Cobra sword. Mold is okay. The snake head definitely took all of the stuff, though. Would have liked a little bit more paint in it. Looks very nice. The blade itself is really kind of wicked, and presumably he can hold that, though I'm scared to put it in his hand, if I'm 100% honest with you, so I don't really want to do it. So let's just put it... Oops. Helps if the camera's pointed at something. So let's just point it like that. I know, I'm cheaping out, but like I said, I don't plan on keeping this. I don't want to do any damage. And he doesn't have a designated holding hand for this, so I can anticipate a lot of paint coming off just trying to put that in there. So what I'm going to do instead is figure out the best way for that to go in the sheath. I think it's this way, if I had to guess. Okay, so that way the Cobra head's there and blade's popping out down there, although now I'm second guessing myself. So let's pull it back out and check. Though I don't see why it would go the other way. That doesn't follow the curvature of the blade. But look, it twisted the blade just trying to put that in there, so maybe it does go the other way. I mean, I don't know if there's a good way to do it, if I'm honest with you. 'Cause that's warping the blade itself. So, I mean, it makes more sense for it to curve that way, except it doesn't come out the bottom the right way. I don't... If you have this figure, by all means, let me know how that's supposed to go, because that looks like it could go either way, but neither looks particularly good for the blade itself. So let's see. Let me try one more time. I'm going to go this way, because in theory it goes that way. I mean, that technically worked better, but isn't better aesthetically. So I'm just going to stop messing with it. Also, still, like, this hand is kind of ridiculous. It does look like he's supposed to be holding something that he doesn't have to hold. Okay, and then his other accessory. Come on, Snake Boy. Cooperate with me. His, like, blunderbuss pistol here. It's got snake molded handle. What else is going on here? Just all kinds of crazy molded detail. Like a snake rolling down here. Molded textures are absurd. Little bayonet, sort of. But I kind of wish it had anything else but just silver. Like, it feels wasted Also would be good to have a wash on it. You know, with things that we know Hasbro can do. Okay, so let me see if he can hold this damn thing. So I don't believe he can hold the sword, so I'm gonna see if he can hold the gun, and he technically can. But of course, he does not have a holster for it. So what the hell? Well, what the hell, Jerry? That's his name now, Jerry. These feet. Man, that is just unfortunate. And once again, I state the fact that this is a really nice sword that he doesn't really hold. Like, he can grip it this way. Like, that's probably going to be a thumbnail because it's the best I can get him to do. And considering this is my first foray into... Sorry, tripod's being wonky. My first foray into the classified series and the G.I. Joe line, other than the details and the paint, I'm not impressed. Like, as the figure goes, like, it could be better. Like, this hand you could really stretch out to hold the knife. The sheath actually doesn't make sense for how the knife is shaped, so something's not right about that. And there's no way for him to stow the pistol. Other than that, he looks great. Now, that instantly makes me happy that I chose not to really get into this line. However, I will state once again that I will sell this figure post-review. Obviously, you guys can see the condition it's going to be in. It will be in a packaging with all of its stuff. And all the G.I. Joe figures I have will all go for sale. However, if you do like this figure, I have a second one that is sealed that I'll be doing a giveaway for. And I will announce more about that shortly. So if you are having trouble or you live in an area where this is, you know, hard to come by, then maybe I can help you out. Unless you're international, in which case I'm not going to do that. It's going to cost way more money than the figure just to send it to you. I apologize. But let me know what you think down below. Do you think this is worth it? Have you bought into the line? Are you a giant G.I. Joe fan? I know that I'm probably going to hear from unboxing art on this video. So, but I'll catch you guys later. And remember, as always, Cobra sucks.